Damn, that's fabulous.
Hey guys, this is my reaction to last night's debate between the incumbent Donald Trump and the challenger Joe Biden. I wanted to sort of break it down and give my thoughts and try to remain as objective as possible. It's hard to do this, however, as I thought neither candidate did a good job actually answering questions and merely tried to deflect onto the other. Neither candidate formed a clear Socratic argument, and it even came down to name calling at one point. Nearly every question asked to either candidate resulted in an ad hominem logical fallacy where they just attacked their opponent's character rather than stating their plan to address the issue. During the debate, Trump was heard calling Biden's son Hunter a loser, and Biden called Trump a clown. Is this the behavior of adults, or two kindergartners fighting over an ice pop on the playground? Now let's talk about the fact-checking and the moderator Christopher Wallace. There was no real-time fact-checking being presented, so from what I could tell, you couldn't really tell if the numbers being presented on issues such as unemployment, COVID-19 cases and deaths, infection rates, etc. were accurate. I did an entire stream the other day addressing the issue of how rigorously we need to analyze data, since it seems that both political parties release data in a manner that can mislead people. The moderator was Christopher Wallace of Fox News. Now, this guy did not do a good job at all of keeping this debate on track, and allowed both candidates to constantly speak over each other. Now, without trying to put any of my own bias into this, I do think that it was a little apparent that Wallace had a bit of a bias favoring Biden. For example, at one point, Trump asked Biden to name one law enforcement agency that was backing him. Biden could not answer the question, because there likely aren't any, and Wallace quickly took them away from that subject. Trump had Biden backed into a corner on that question. Now let's talk about good old Trumpy Trump. One of the biggest issues Trump faces is that people believe he's racist. Well, he didn't do a good job at all in this debate of convincing anyone that he's not. When asked about the alt-right organization the Proud Boys, he said, "Stand back and stand by," rather than disavowing their organization. This pretty much convinced me that Trump doesn't care about being thought of as a racist. He's had so many chances now to disavow these groups, but just hasn't done it. So this is also very pathetic. As for Biden, he was stuttering, jumbling his words at some points, but kept his composure despite Trump clearly trying to set him off. He did tell Trump to shut up and asked the moderator, "Can you shut this guy up?" which was childish and unprofessional. Biden tried to bully Trump back, but I can't help seeing it as he just looked frail and unable to out-Trump Trump. In conclusion, from a debate and convincing argument standpoint, I don't think we really have a winner. Both candidates failed to really elaborate on their plans to address each issue. Rather, they just pointed the finger at the other person, like when Trump said about the coronavirus pandemic. Well, you would have kept the country open at least another 2 months, and it would have been worse. If you were watching this debate to make an informed decision on the policy each candidate postulates, you really can't. And from that standpoint, there was no winner, and it was not possible to take away any actionable items from this debate. Now, from the standpoint of the average citizen, I have to give the debate to Trump, and here's why. I don't believe the average voter was going to be swayed either way by what the candidates had to say. So it really just comes down to a contest of who can bully their opponent and make them look weaker, which Trump did. He didn't form any more rational arguments than Biden did, but he sounded more confident and Biden just looked frail. We can't pretend that appearances don't matter to the public, because they absolutely do. Sometimes it's not the content of your speech, but how you say it that matters. Biden became quite visibly upset at several points, while Trump kept his composure and even smirked at one point. If either candidate really wanted to win, they should have called out their opponent's logical fallacies and backed them into answering the question rather than straw-manning and ad hominem attacking their way around it. This might have convinced some people that the other person really didn't know what they were doing. But I think both candidates know that the average voter is less likely to be swayed by intelligible debate and is more likely to vote for whomever is more successful at bullying the other. It's an appeal to the subconscious. The quote-unquote stronger person is the better leader. Thanks for listening to my video, guys. I should be doing another live stream very soon, so don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a like if you agree, a dislike if you disagree, and there will be more content coming soon.